Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I definitely want to start off by saying happy New Year to all of you out there. I hope you had an amazing time with your family and friends during the holidays. But guess what? We are now well into 2025, so it is time to start planning. So for today's video, I am super excited to share with you guys my annual cloth and paper planner haul, in addition to a mini review of my 2 Louis Vuitton planners. And I'm going to share with you guys my entire 2025 setup as well. So if these things sound interesting, definitely keep watching. If you are new here, thanks so much for checking this out. I am a full-time working mom, but in my spare time, I love making these videos on fashion, beauty, mommy lifestyle, a little bit of luxury, and reselling as well. So if those kind of things sound interesting, definitely check out my other videos, and please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps my channel out. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back for another video. Okay, so I have been doing these pretty much annually now for the last handful of years, sharing you an annual review, wear and tear update of my beautiful Louis Vuitton planners, but also doing a little cloth and paper haul. So I'm excited to share with you guys that today I am honestly just noticing that I don't have any of my normal jewelry on. It's not really intentional. We honestly just got back from the holidays, so I haven't had a chance to put everything back on yet this morning, but we are just gonna roll with it because I'm excited to start opening my planner supplies and getting ready to plan for 2025. Okay, so every year for the past handful of years, I've purchased my planner supplies from Cloth and Paper. This video is in no way sponsored by Cloth and Paper. They have no idea who I am, besides the fact that I'm a pretty loyal member of their programs and also purchase a lot of goods from them. So here is how the packaging comes, and I want to share with you guys the unboxing and what I picked up. I will also share with you a quick overview of wear and tear of my 2 beautiful Louis Vuitton planners, and then share with you the whole setup as well. All right, so let's just get into it. I'm going to move this box aside first because I want to share with you guys a little bit of a wear and tear on my planners first. Okay, so here are my 2 beautiful Louis Vuitton planners, and this has been my planner system for the past few years. So I will share with you guys an update on wear and tear. I've done several of these videos, as I mentioned before, so I will link those videos down below for detailed review and information about these 2 planners. I do believe Louis Vuitton still makes these planners, and I would still highly recommend them. I love planning this way, and these are both very functional for me as well. I'm going to start with my GM agenda because this is what I purchased first. So here is my beautiful Louis Vuitton GM, or large ring 6-ring agenda, and I purchased this on the Louis Vuitton website now over 3 years ago, probably about 3.5 years ago. So this is showing you wear and tear after 3.5 years. I love this planner. This is the one I first started out with. I carried it everywhere I went, but I quickly realized over that first year, if you load this thing up and carry it around, it's just way too heavy. So right now what I use this for is a home planner system. So I put in all my inserts, as I will show you shortly, and then leave it at home and put in a lot of detail in here. So this is kind of like my home base. For every appointment I have the details about timing, in addition to addresses, things I need to do, notes, budgets, things like that. But this just stays at home. I still really enjoy it, but I will say that over the past couple years, I've been using my MM a lot more than this GM. So if you could only get one, honestly, I personally probably would go for the MM. But I still love this beautiful piece. I was very excited to get it, and when I ordered it from the website, it was pretty hard to get at that time, so I was excited to score this. So as you can see, it does have this one button closure here, and there isn't much wear and tear. You can probably see there are scratches, and I think that's anticipated with this type of a planner. The canvas looks really amazing. So as you know, these planners come in many different types of canvas, in addition to full leather versions as well. But as you can see, the wear and tear is really good on this. Admittedly, I don't carry this around with me every day, so I expect it to be pretty good. But it has held up really well over the past 3 years. I personally have not had any major glazing issues. It does bend up a little bit at the edges, and that's probably expected wear and tear. When you open this piece up. As you can see, again, really, really amazing in terms of wear and tear. Not much going on here. I did hot stamp it, as I've talked about in previous videos. You can do this even online, so I ordered it online and put in my initials, and they came hot stamped to me in the mail. I think the hot stamping on this one came out really, really well. Better than my MM that you will see shortly. And this one features, of course, these slip pockets on the side, which also are holding up really well. I tend to keep little odds and ends, prescriptions, things like that there. A little handy pocket, which would be really good for cards. It has a back slip pocket here, and then another little kind of card holder here. The wear and tear that I have here is mostly because of the rings. So as you can see here, on this section here, there are indentations into this leather here from the rings, and I think that's expected wear and tear. It doesn't really bother me because I expect that to happen. And then the other thing for wear and tear are the rings themselves. So the issue with these ring agendas is sometimes the rings open up here. So you're always supposed to just open the rings by using this and not just pulling them apart with your fingers. But on this GM, it actually doesn't look bad. I feel like it might have improved compared to previous years in terms of the ring closures, but as you can see, they're pretty tightly shut. So I do really like that about this large ring agenda. I think the rings have held out well. The mechanism isn't an issue at all. So far, so good. I love using this. It's kind of my home base agenda. Okay, so I'm going to move on to my beautiful, cute MM agenda. They also make a PM or smaller agenda, personal agenda, which for me, I don't think I will ever purchase because it's just a little too small. It's almost like a wallet in my opinion. And because the inserts will be really small, I don't think it'll be functional, at least for my personal lifestyle. So for me, this is as small as I want to go with an agenda. And this is really all I need because this does fit in all of my work totes. If I'm using a smaller bag, I'm not going to take my agenda, so it doesn't really matter to me. It just has to fit into most of my medium-sized to large-sized bags that I would take to work. So this one I've had now for a couple of years, and I use this guy, definitely. I take it to work with me every single day. So hopefully this helps you in terms of figuring out types of wear and tear on a daily use basis. But I use this as a daily carry agenda. I put in inserts that I'll show you that are monthly, and I include all of my personal appointments in this one. For my work appointments, honestly, I tend to use my iPhone calendar more in 2024 than I did in years past. I think that's because I've been having a lot more Zoom meetings and meetings that people send calendar invites for, and it's just easier to include that on my work phone. And I have been pretty lazy to take that info from my work phone and jot it into my planners. So I tend to keep my work stuff on my phone, but my personal stuff I keep in here. I also keep a lot of other kind of personalized mini wallet type of stuff in here as well, as you will see in my walkthrough. So for 2 years of pretty heavy duty wear, I think this also has held up really well. There are the scratches on the branded Louis Vuitton snap there, as hopefully you can see. But the canvas is holding up extremely, extremely well. And I don't really have any major issues. Here's what it looks like on the back. Again, held up really, really well. There's no issues with the glazing either. And if you open it up, the layout is a little different, as you probably know, compared to the GM. So it does have multiple card slots here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 main ones, and then one extra pocket here. I did get this hot stamped in store, and again, it's not as crisp, honestly, as when I ordered it online, but it still works. And then there is just one slip back pocket here. In terms of the ring wear, this one actually doesn't have indentations as much on the leather from the rings compared to the GM. But on this one, I believe the rings do separate a little bit more. And again, it's not bad. So let's see here. Hopefully you can see here that the ring closures are pretty tight, so I'm relatively pleased with that. Sometimes they do separate a little on their own, but they look pretty good now. So this is what this looks like. So after 2 years, I mean, this is in essentially new condition besides a few scratches. So I am very pleased with how these have held up. Alright guys, so this is probably what you're interested in seeing as well, but my haul from Cloth and Paper. I didn't go too crazy this year because I have a lot of planner inserts and items from years past that I just haven't used, and ones that I can keep using. For instance, like an index or monthly dividers. You don't have to replace every year, obviously, so those I'm going to reuse, as I will show you. But this is essentially getting just some updated items in addition to the new yearly dated inserts. So here is how the box comes. Really cute. I just love the aesthetic of Cloth and Paper. So I'm just going to go ahead and open this up. I have not seen these items yet. I just am literally unboxing it. This is super cute. Ooh, look at how it's packaged. Okay, so it says a new era awaits, and look at how this comes. So this is actually a freebie. So I made this purchase on Black Friday, as I do essentially every year because they have a site-wide sale. They also throw in freebies depending on the day that you purchase. So I think I purchased this on Cyber Monday, I want to say. And the freebie was this really pretty pouch. So I love this pouch. It's great for storing planner supplies. So I'm definitely going to use it for that. So let's see what I got here. I will open this up. I have a lot of fun things. So first off, this pouch, I think you can also purchase this on their site, but it says Cloth and Paper. It's a leather-like material. And let's see, oh yeah, it does actually cinch up like that. It's almost like a mini clutch, super cute. It's called the pleated dust bag. So this is really nice to keep your planners safe. I wanted to see if my MM would fit in here. I don't think the GM would comfortably fit in here, but the MM obviously does. So if you have your MM planner, look at that, that's perfect. So I'm excited about this. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and share with you all this stuff. So here we go. I'll move pretty fast so this video doesn't get too long. Here is how the receipt comes. So I always keep these. I love this little envelope. I keep this and I use it for little notes and odds and ends in my planners. It's super cute how they package things. And in there was a set of page flags, which I think I probably purchased, but I can't even remember at this point. It has a planner brooch set. Oh, cute. Look, I guess this is one of their newer products. I did pick up this bundle of champagne little sticky notes. And what gets you on the site is if you want to get those freebies like I just showed you, you have to spend a minimum amount. And that amount kind of changes depending on their offer. So I honestly had to buy more things. And I'm a sucker for this kind of thing. If you spend so much, you get free shipping and then you get these deals. So I had to spend, I know it was at least over $100. So these kind of things I decided to just throw in. You can always use sticky notes. So I got a set of these. And then I got 4 different pens. So I'm going to test all of these out and share with you how they work over the coming year. But the planner pen that I have currently been using, I got last year. So I have it sitting right over there, but it's this one. So I've used this one, so I wanted to restock. It's this beautiful uni ball pen, but it writes in black ink. But what I like about it is it's 0.38 millimeters. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's super fine. And I love this, especially for my MM agenda, because the calendar sections are so small that you need a super fine point pen to write in there. So I love this 0.38. It's a black ink and it fits perfectly in my agenda. So love that. And then I decided to get another version here. I wanted to try this one. This is a Jetstream pen. It also, I believe, writes in black, and it's 0.38 as well. And then, let's see, I got a 0.4 one here. I wanted to try this one. So I was just on a little bit of a planner spending binge because I wanted to try out these different things. So this is the oil-based pen. And 0.24 it says. So this is super fine. So look at this. This is more of an oil-based pen. So I don't know. I will try all of these things out for you and see what I think. Essentially, I just picked up pens with the at least 0.38 millimeter points to use in my MODMOM agenda. So I'm happy to restock on these guys. In order to spend the minimum purchase, I also decided to pick up this little essentials pouch, which I don't need, but I thought it was fun to kind of put in my little pens and little sticky notes in there. So I added this. I do own one of this from a previous year and I do like it. I think it's just really cute, but I needed to honestly purchase it so that I could get the minimum purchase requirement. And then I'm excited about this. So I am actually going to try to unbox this for you guys because I wanted to see how this works. So this is another splurge purchase because I was looking for things that I might want to check out, but it's a mini scissors, as you probably can see here. And I thought this would be so handy, not just for planner stuff, but when I travel. So this is a small little scissors, which I don't know if you can put it in with TSA, but I have to check into that. If not, I can do it in my luggage. But look at how cute that is. I'm not sure how well it works, but I mean, for travel, that's amazing. Look at that. And then it just slides down. So I love this. I always am looking for a compact scissors because you know when you travel there are things you need to cut, loose threads, but mostly when my kids buy stuffed animals and things like that, they want to cut off the tags. This is amazing. It's well protected, streamlined. I mean, I love it. I'm going to test this out and see what I think. So let me just quickly try to cut and see how it works. Ooh, it's really sharp, as you can see. Really sharp. So yeah, this first impression's amazing. Check out this little scissors if you haven't checked it out already. So I'm just gonna share with you the inserts I got here. So I always get my dated monthly and dated weekly planner. So for my GM, I use the size A5 for the GM, and the website is really nice about guiding you through what to order. For the GM, again, I use that as my home-based planner, so the one where I write more details in. So I do get the 2025 vertical weekly lined. I always start Sunday because in my mind, that's the start of the week. So I get the weekly vertical setup for my GM. And then for my MM, because I want it to be more streamlined, I get the monthly. So it's the 2025 dated monthly and Sunday start as well. And for the MM, you want to pick the personal size, as you can see here. So these are my new 2025 dated inserts, which I will be adding in a few minutes to my planners. And then I also always pick up for my MM a few extra note pages. I use my MM again on a daily basis. I take it to work, so I often want to jot down notes in it. So I wanted to get the note inserts. I've stopped purchasing note inserts for the GM because again, I don't use them honestly nearly as much as I used to because I don't tend to carry that around with me. So the MM though, I can always use little extra note paper. I just like the plain lined note paper. I've tried different types of inserts for notes and different types of things they offer for inserts, but I am just pretty basic. I just like plain lined paper and I just add whatever I want to the lined paper. So I restocked on this. And that does it for my annual cloth and paper haul. So I am going to step away for a few minutes, load everything up into my planners, and then share with you guys my 2025 setups. Okay, so I am back now with a totally set up 2025 planner. I don't know about you guys, but I just get so excited to set up a planner because it's kind of a fresh start and it's fun to put in all your new inserts. So here I'm going to start off with my GM setup. Again, this is my home-based planner. I use weekly inserts in it. I'm pretty minimalist in terms of stuff. Here's what the profile looks like, but it's pretty jam-packed when you use the weekly inserts. There's a lot of them in there. So let me share with you guys my little setup here. Just gonna open her up. So I haven't filled out all my personal stuff yet for obvious reasons, but I will tell you what I will put in it. So I'm pretty minimal in terms of what goes here. With these little pockets, I tend to put in my kids' calendars that I get from school. I put in this folder here, a little pocket, prescriptions. So I recently went to the eye doctor, so I have prescriptions for glasses and contacts, which I'll just slip in there until I get that filled. So that's what I use these little folders for. So now that I have this full, you might be able to better see what I talked about the ring wear and tear. So I will try to show you guys a little bit more up close, but this one you can definitely see it now. So if you can see here, this ring kind of opens up a little bit on its own. It's pretty subtle, but you can see it, and I don't love that about these rings. I think it's probably normal wear and tear, but it's pretty obvious when you put the inserts in that there is a little bit of a gap right there. It doesn't bother me too much because honestly, when you flip the pages, nothing gets stuck, but you can definitely see that little gap there. All right, so back to the actual setup. So a lot of these inserts I am reusing from prior setups. So I will link below where I got these from, but here's a little cloth and paper full leather type of clip, which is really nice. I put that on there. I have this little kind of vellum cover. It's supposed to obviously look like Louis Vuitton's print, which I really love. I think it's super cute. So the wear and tear on this little piece or insert isn't the greatest. Again, I've had this for a couple years now, but you can see there's bubbling here at the side of the rings, in case you're wondering, but it's good for this year for sure for me. I have my name on here in foiling, and this is a beautiful pocket, which I also ordered on Etsy. I will link below. I use this for little notes, receipts, things like that. I have a Nordstrom gift card in this little pocket. I love these little pockets. I think I got this one from Amazon on a great deal, which I will link below as well. But I love these little pockets to put cards and things in. And then I have this top-loading card insert from Cloth and Paper. I have, again, some more gift cards, some little stickers, and then little punch cards. I have the planner belongs to section here. I did not fill this out yet, but I will. I usually put a fun little sticker there. And then for the 2025 inserts, again, this is the A5 insert. So these inserts come with a year at a glance, as you can see here. And then it has holidays and observances. I never really look at these, honestly. And then because this is my stay-at-home planner, I like to use the monthly insert. So as you can see here, I got these from Cloth and Paper. They're gold foiling. They have January through December, and that's what I use this for. So the January insert starts. And then this year, Cloth and Paper has some inspirational quotes here, and this is what changes every month. They don't have any pictures included. So personally for me, I would love if they had more graphics. So if you're listening out there, I would love, love, love if you have more graphics like you have in years past. I think it's just really nice aesthetically to have a little picture in addition to an inspirational saying for the month. But this is what they went with this year, and that always changes year by year. There's some notes, and then here is the dashboard for the month. This is pretty similar. There are a couple little tweaks, but the features are pretty similar from last year. It has a section for goals, important dates, priorities, bills due, and checklist. So I definitely use the bills due for items that I'm waiting to get reimbursed on. I will put here just so I can track that. I don't tend to use goals. Sometimes I'll put in birthdays and important dates there. It comes with a month at a glance, which are pretty big blocks, as you can see here, which I really love. Sometimes they will add extra note sections like this, which I appreciate is pretty small this year because I don't need all that much in terms of notes. And then they have the prior month and the coming month at a glance. I got this little page marker with a ruler insert as part of the Amazon bundle, which I will link below. And I actually really like using this as a page marker. It's easy to pull out. It's one of these that you can just pull out, easy to change month by month. And then there's 2 more pages of notes, followed by the weekly vertical layout Sunday start. So I love this layout. I like to look at my day as a vertical layout because I put the time of the event and then go down sequentially during the day. So I include a lot of details in here. There's a lot of space for writing, so I put phone numbers that are important for the event that I have, addresses, little notes that I need to remember for each event. So I love planning like this for a stay-at-home planner. Again, this would be way too heavy for me to take around everywhere, but to leave at home, I think it's perfect. So I'm not going to go through all the other months for the sake of time, but every month they have a different quote here that you can look at for inspiration, and it has a typical layout with the dashboard, the monthly layout, and then the vertical weekly. And then at the end, They have included some extra note paper and these contact lists, and I never use these. Let me know how you guys use these types of inserts, because don't all of us have contacts in our phones these days, so I'm not really sure why they still put this in, but I just left it in here. They have a final page of inspiration as well. And then this page lifter was key that I added last year. If you saw my videos, I got this again in the Amazon bundle, so it's really inexpensive. But what this does is it helps to prevent your bottom pages here from warping. So it's a little page lifter. So I love this, so I added that again. In the back here, I just included those little pocket inserts that I got from Cloth and Paper that I showed you. The back section here, I have some extra note paper. Sometimes I put a little bit of cash or some pictures if I have them in the back. And then real simple, I just have a little pen here, and I change out the pens. This one is not from Cloth and Paper, it's from Amazon, but it's one that's really cute. I wanted a compact gold pen, and it writes, I think, in all directions. It's a pretty nice looking pen. I thought it was really perfect with the gold to match, so I put that right in here. So this pen fits pretty loosely, just so you're aware. So I initially had this one in my MM that I carried around every day, and it would slip out, so I like to leave it at home. And this is my planner setup. So I'm excited to kind of fill everything in. I will admit, the beginning of the year, it's a little daunting with a new planner because you have to go and fill in all the dates that you haven't yet for this year. I keep a list on my old planner about 2025 events that I still have to put in here. So I'm gonna get working on that shortly. Okay, and then here is my setup for my MM. And this one has a few more fun little baubles because I carry it around as a daily carry. So let me show you guys what I have in it. I just have a couple little journaling cards here. I don't know what I'm going to put in here. I don't tend to use it like a true wallet because I have a wallet. So I could put other things in here. Let me know what you guys normally like to put here. But I think it's fun to kind of decorate this wall. I have a dashboard here with, it says inbox, which I got from Cloth and Paper previously. It's cute. It has a little like email inbox kind of design. I put a couple little extra sticky notes I can use here. I have my coffee sticker, which I love. Cloth and Paper little clip, and then I have this cute little Louis Vuitton inspired clip that I got from Etsy a couple years ago. So this has broken. I did have another little, I think, fleur-de-lis type of pattern charm on there, which came off somewhere, but it still functions as a clip, so I leave it on there. This planner belongs to page, which I would fill out. This little pocket, again, I got from Amazon as part of my insert bundle. And as you can see, I have a little pair of Huggy earrings. So I recently just got back from my holiday travels, as I mentioned, and I use this pocket a lot because I use this as a daily carry. So I would use this as a pocket for my earrings. So I wanted to take them out, or rings that I had on. I thought this was pretty secure and it worked really well. So that is what I used it for. So I just wanted to show you guys that. I have a pocket insert here for receipts. And then I have horizontal loading card holders here. A little inspirational journal card that I got, some page flags, and some a card from one of my favorite restaurants in Hawaii, which I think is closed, fortunately. And then for my MM, because it's daily carry, I don't include only agenda items. I have other things. So I have the inserts from Cloth and Paper that says schedule in black font. I have notes and lists, and then I have finances. So that's how I organize my MM. So the Cloth and Paper inserts here again are the personal size for the MM agenda. It has the year at a glance, it has the observances, and then it goes into the same quotes as you saw in my GM inserts here. The same dashboard layout that I showed you. I have the page marker here. And then this one I only include monthly layouts. So again, I need a super fine pen to write because look at how small these little boxes are. But here I put down just lists of personal things I have each day. So if there's a birthday party, if there's a performance I need to go to, any big events, even for work, I'll put big work events in here. But I don't have space to write details for them. So I can't write things like the times or the locations. That I save for my GM. But this just tells me what I have any particular day. And it goes through all of the months, as you can see here. And then the next section here, I have notes and lists. So this is where I include all my note paper that I talked about. I have regular note paper here. I have contact lists. I have this insert that I had from before that I never used yet called meeting notes, which laid out some priorities, some notes, and follow-up. So I think this is a cute idea, but I don't tend to use this layout. I just love the regular lined paper, but I threw that in there to show you guys some options if that would work for you. And then again, I just have mostly just a note paper like this is what I prefer to put in here for meeting notes. And in the finance section, I'm gonna fill out here after this video. I'm gonna put some more note paper, and what I do in the finance section is I list if I have any video ideas or collaborations, but mostly what I will put here are gift cards that I haven't spent yet. All of us get a ton of gift cards this time of year. So I had trouble keeping track of what I had. Some of them were email gift cards, some of them were actual physical gift cards. So I try to keep a list of what I have and what I have spent and what I have remaining. So it helps me keep track of things in this finance section. This page lifter again is super, super helpful. Probably not as helpful as the GM because those pages are bigger, but for the MM, I also do like this to prevent the warping on the last few pages. And then I just have a few little stickers in the back here. I also include some fun pictures, and then I do carry a little bit of cash in here as well. And then again, this is the beautiful pen that I've used, the 0.388 millimeter black fine tip uni ball pen that I got from Cloth and Paper, which fits perfectly here. I love writing with this little pen. And that is it. All right, so I am ready to go. I'm gonna add a couple more things here, but then I'm ready to start 2025. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I'm sorry how long it went, but I had a lot to share with you guys. I'm super excited to start planning for the new year. Comment below, let me know your planning setup. Do you use these types of planners? Do you prefer to use your phone? What types of inserts do you really like using? I want to hear all about it because I love to try to improve every year on how to stay organized. Well, I hope your 2025's gotten off to a great start. Thank you so, so much for your support over the years, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. See you next time. Bye for now.